As I announced earlier some time ago, today I'd like to talk on how to attain enlightenment without jhanas. People ask me this question many times. Are jhanas necessary to attain enlightenment? I gave this correct answer in brief, but today I think this is a very good opportunity to explain this in detail for the benefit of all, although there are not too many people, only one. And the monastic were teaching Dhamma, teaching meditation, meeting people. Probably you might have encountered people who might have asked you this question. If you did not meet people who have not asked this question, prepare for that for future. So there was, I tell you this story first. There was a monk called Susima, and this course you can find in Samyutta Nikaya, Nidana Vagga, first section, Mula Parnasada, first section called, first section, Sutta number 10, and in Mahavagga. There are Mahavaggas in also. Now, on that occasion, at that time, the Buddha was very highly honored, respected, esteemed, venerated, revered, and he obtained robes, almsfood, lodging, medicinal requisites. Buddha was honored. When Buddha was walking, people who were sitting there stand. If they have a cloth on their shoulder, they remove it. If they walk on the narrow path, they move away from the path. Like that, they always showed their respect to the Buddha. Not only that, not only that, Buddha received a lot of alms food, very delicious meals, robes, good shelter, medicines, and all this he received more than he wanted. And also the bhikkhus, his disciples, also received a lot of honor, respect from people. At the same time, it is just like a scale. In the scale, when you put something more on this side, other side goes up. So Niranthas began to lose their popularity. They did not get enough shows, food, lodging, medicine, and so forth. Buddha's side went down because of the heavy things he received. Niranthas go up in the scale. Anyway, then they thought, what is the secret of the Buddha? they found among them man who also follow Niganthas, Ajivas, and since if they found this man called Susima. Susima they selected because Susima was very intelligent, very wise. So among them he chose him and asked him to go and receive ordination under the Buddha and learn this secret and come back and tell us so that we also can practice that and we receive the same honor, respect, food, lodging, and so forth. That is their plot. So Susima agreed, and Susima selected Venerable Ananda. Why he selected Venerable Ananda? He did not go to the Buddha directly. Because Buddha is surrounded by so many people, kings, ministers, merchants, monks, nuns, so busy. Then they thought Sariputta also very busy. Moggalla was very busy. Mahakasa was, Anuruddha, all these famous monks are very, very busy. But Ananda knows the Dhamma. Let me go to Ananda. He went to Ananda, Venerable Ananda, and told him that he wanted to become a monk. Then Venerable Ananda took him to the Buddha and said to the Buddha, Venerable Sir, this man called Susima, he wants to become a monk. Then Buddha also knew that Susima is very, very intelligent. Now he knew that he was going to be a Samana Thena, that means a robber of monastic life. I will learn the Theno is Arabica Theno. So although his intention was to rob monkshood, at the same time, eventually this Susima will attain enlightenment. Buddha saw this part of Susima and he said, all right. Then Buddha said, Ananda, then Ananda ordained him. So Ananda ordained him. After ordaining, he was just hanging around the Buddha. And one day, when he was hanging around the Buddha, a number of monks went with the Buddha and declared that they all attained enlightenment one by one. They said, we understand, Venerable Sir, this story is the birth, the holy life has been lived, what has to be done has been done, there is nothing more to do. Usutam Brahmacharya Katam Karaniya Naparana Vidyartha. They declared to the Buddha. Susima was eavesdropping. He was listening to secretly, listening to it. Then, when they were coming out of the Buddha's chamber, Susima met them and said, okay, Venerable Sir, Sirs, you all describe to the Buddha or declare to the Buddha that you have attained enlightenment. All right. In that case, then they said, yes, we declare that. Then Sushima asked, then knowing and seeing thus, do you venerable ones wield the various kinds of spiritual powers? That means you can perform miracles, such that having been one, you become many. Having been many, you become one. You appear and disappear. And you go unhindered through a wall, through a rampart, through a mountain, as though through a space. You dive in and out of the earth as though it were water. You walk on water without sinking as though it were earth. Seated cross-legged, you travel in space like a bird. With your hand, you touch and stroke the moon and sun, so powerful and mighty. You exercise mastery with the body as far as Brahma. Now, even today, when somebody says that he has attained enlightenment, people assume that he will be able to do all these things. Then the answer was, what was the answer? No, we cannot do that. Then they asked, then knowing and seeing this purification surpasses human ear, that means you can have divine ear, Dibba Sota. They said no. Then he asked, you can read the mind of others, just like we read in Satipatthana Sutta, Saragam Vasitam, Saragam Chittam Tipajanati, and so forth. Can you see the minds of others with the greed or without greed, with hatred, without hatred, and so forth? Can you read minds of others? He said no. They said no. And then he asked him, can you recollect manifold previous lives? 1, 2, 3, 4, and many eons for the back. He said no. They said no, we cannot do that. Then he asked them, Venerable sir, do you have divine eye, Dimba Chakku? You know that you can see things far away without any obstacle. Far away things. From here you can see Australia, Sydney, Earth, Germany, Mutore, and so forth. They said, no, we cannot do that. Okay, then you can see other people dying and taking rebirth. They said, no. Okay. For all the questions he asked, when he said, then Sushima said to them, you are not getting enlightenment. If you cannot enjoy these things, you are not getting, you are not enlightened. They said, Venerable Sushima, whether you believe it or not, we all have attained enlightenment. We are liberated. Yes. Whether or not you understand, friend Sushima, We are liberated by wisdom. Anya liberated by wisdom. Then when was Susima, he still could not understand. He got even more perplexed, confused. Then he got up and went to the source. What is the source to know this? Buddha. He went to the Buddha and paid respect to him and sat on one side and said to the Buddha, Venerable sir, these monks who declare that they have attained enlightenment, I asked them, I sort of interrogated them, I questioned them about the validity of the attainment of enlightenment. I found all negative answers. Then Buddha says, Susima, that was first Susima, Buddha said, Susima first comes knowledge of the stability of the Dhamma. Afterward, knowledge of Nibbana. Even that was not very clear. Then Susima said, I do not understand this brief answer. Could you explain it to me in detail? The meaning of what was stated in brief by the Siddhanta. It would be good if whenever one explained it to me in detail. Then Buddha went on explaining it to him in detail. This part also is important. Then Buddha asked, Susima, this discourse, actually in this discourse, you have two more discourses combined together. Two more. Both are extremely important. First discourse is Anantalakkana Sutta. Anantalakkana Sutta was the second discourse delivered by the Buddha after Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. After Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, only when Purnaya attained extreme entry, other four remain still ordinary Puthujjana. And then Buddha knew the way to make them attain enlightenment. Then next time he gave another sutta, another discourse. That's called Anantalakkana Sutta. And Buddha combined this, brought this to Susima, and said, Buddha asked him, what do you think, Susima? Is form permanent or impermanent? Rupa nityam or anityam bhati? Susima said, impermanent, but you can see that Anantalakkana, the same discourse. Is what is impermanent? Suffering or happiness? Yangi anityam dukkam sukham. Suffering and pleasure. Is what is impermanent suffering subject to change it to be figured and thus this is mine, this I am, this is myself. Ekam mama, eso amasmi, eso me atta. What is the answer? What will be the answer? Answer is no universal. The very just like giving a first lesson to the kindergarten children. Buddha gave this because Susima came from another tradition. He wanted to learn the secret of Buddha's success, and Buddha decided to give him the good lesson. He gave a sort of a catechism, catechistic teaching. So he asked, what is impermanent? Is the suffering was happiness. He said, unhappy. And if something is unhappy, impermanent, suffering, subject to it, fit to be considered, regarded, this is mine, this I, this myself. No matter myself. Then he went on about the feeling, all the five aggregates. Form, feeling, perception, thought, and consciousness. He asked, each of them, whether permanent or impermanent, satisfactory or unsatisfactory, if it is suffering, is it considered to be mine, belongs to me, I am that, and so forth. To all this question, we say no, 100% no. And then, that is the first part of the Buddha's explanation to Sujima for the attainment of enlightenment. At the end of this, the Anantalakkhana Sutta, Ted Kopana Samayana Cha Loke Arahanta Honti. You can see the Anantalakkhana Sutta at the end of that discourse. Buddha says, Ted Kopana Samayana Cha Loke Arahanta Honti. At that time there were 6 Arahants in the world. Who are the 6? Buddha, 5 disciples. These are the first Arahants in the world. Now, except the Buddha, Anya Kondanya, Bhadya, Vappa, Mahanama, Asari, none of them was able to perform miracles. We have never seen any of them perform miracles. Just like Susima asked. They attained enlightenment. What did they do to attain enlightenment? They saw their own body, feeling, perception, thought, and consciousness as impermanent, unsatisfactory, and selfless. If one sees one's own body under this light, one can attain enlightenment. Anybody can do that. Anytime they can do that. You know, this also answers another question. People are, can you attain enlightenment today? Yes. Because today also we have 5 aggregates. Those days they had 5 aggregates. As long as you have 5 aggregates, you can attain enlightenment. You just have to follow the instruction. Follow the Dhamma. Follow meditation. So you don't have to be in the time of the Buddha to attain enlightenment. Anytime you can attain. So long as these 5 aggregates. Now, then comes another seeing the Susima, the instructor, noble disciple experiences revulsion towards form. Evam pasam vikasito anisavako rupasmempi nibbindati. Nibbindati. Nibbindati means revulsion. The nibbindati is becomes sort of dispassionate. Dispassionate towards the body. This passion, the nibbida, I think in single is translated Kalakirenava. What I think that can be misconstrued, misunderstood. Here, the Nibbida means seeing the truth. Seeing the truth, you become disappointed with untruth. Previously, you saw the body is mind, feeling is mind, there is self, and so forth. These are distorted perceptions, distorted belief, distorted views. You will be disappointed with that. When you're disappointed with that, what happens? You turn away from it. Turn away towards the Nibbana. And that is the beginning of directly going towards Nibbana. You have to be disappointed, become dispassionate with the body, feeling, perception, thought, and consciousness. Because otherwise, we all caught in that scenario, in that muddy state of mind, and we hold on to it. Instead, the global disciples experiences devotion, not seeing devotion, experiences devotion. Towards form, devotion to the feelings, devotion towards perception, devotion towards volition and formations, devotion towards consciousness. Experiencing devotion, he becomes dispassionate. Through dispassion, his mind is liberated. When the mind is clinging to viraga. Raga means nibbinda virajyati. Nibbindati, dispassionate, and virajyati. Raga means gluing, clinging, holding. Raga. This glue dries up and you separate, divorce, disconnect. Viraga, viraga vimuchyati. Viraga means you disconnect, disjointed, and then vimuchyati, liberate. And then it doesn't happen like a dream. It doesn't happen like without your knowledge. Viraga vimuchyati, vimuttasya vimuttamiti jnanam bhavati. It happened to you, and you know it, and you know different definitely that the mind is liberated. Is it liberated? Through this passion, mind is liberated. When it is liberated, there comes the knowledge. It is liberated. Then is that destroyed birth, kina jati, usitam brahmacharya, katham karaniya, na pranita. करण के पीछे कौन कर लग रहा है? There's nothing to do. When somebody is angry, they say, look, also the same thing is, yes, all sort of things. But here, what one has to do to attain liberation, whatever one has to do to attain liberation, that person has done everything, nothing left out. Destroy birth is destroyed. Holy life has been, what has to be done has been done. Nothing more to do. Nothing more to do. Attain liberation. To come to that level, what did he do? So the Father aggregates. Exactly as they are. Then Buddha came to another discourse. That is the most profound core, heart of Buddha's teaching. That is dependent origination. We were taking part by part every day to have our thought of the day. And in Susima Sutta, Buddha ended with dependent origination. Even in the dependent origination, Buddha said, do you see Susima with birth as condition, aging and death comes to be? When we are born, aging and death come to be? Yes, he answered yes. So, normally when somebody dies, uh, politician would say, he died because of the party. Doctors will say, he died because of cancer. Monks would say, because he lived bad life. He was drinking and so forth. All these different individuals give different answers. But if somebody asked the Buddha, he said, what is the cause of death? Birth. What is the cause of death? Birth. If you are not born, you don't die. So, who you see Susema with the existence of condition at birth, and then what is the cause of birth? Bhava, becoming. Bhava, jagati. There are two kinds of bhava. What are they? Khamma bhava, vipaka bhava. Khamma bhava means series of karmas, all kind of karmas. And all kind of karmas accumulated, collected together is called bhava, becoming. Karma becomes a power. Karma becomes power. And therefore it is called karma bhava. And the other is vipaka bhava. Of course, karma has a vipaka, result. And that is birth. Bhava jagati. Then, what is before that? Upadana patya bhava. Upadana means as well mentioned today, upadana. Upadana means holding, clinging to something, upadana. And if there is no upadana, there is no, will not be bhava, becoming. What do we hold? We hold through our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. We hold. And therefore, we collect karma. Then, upadana, then, tanha, tanha. Tanha means craving, you all know that. Through the eyes, we have Rupa tanha, Sada tanha, Gana tanha, Rasa tanha, Bhakta tanha, Dhamma tanha. 6 kind of tanha. Through the eye, even yesterday, I mentioned through the eye, I mentioned about proliferations in Madhupindika Sutta. Through the eye, we proliferate our craving, tanha. Atita nagata patyapanesu, chakuineshu, rupesu. Form, past, present, and future. Far or near, gross or subtle, and so forth. All kind of forms create craving, desire, and see the amount of desire we collect every day. In Mahasatipatthana Sutta, we learn there are 60 places where craving arises. 60 places. 10 through the eye, 10 through the ear, 10 through the nose, 10 through the tongue, 10 through the body, 10 through the mind. There are 6 senses. Each of them collect craving, 10 craving every day. Each of them. See the amount of craving we collect every day. There has to be some result. You see? Craving and Vedana Patya Tanha. As Buddha said in this discourse, 6 senses are the base of craving. Saladhana Patya, Hasso. Hassa Patya Vedana, Hassa contact. I mentioned yesterday. And 6 senses have contact with the rest of the world. Then Nam Rupatya Patya, Salayana. Nama Rupa, mentality and materiality. Mentality is contact, feeling, perception, attention. These are mentality. Materiality, earth element, water element, fire element, air element. Then Nama Rupatya, Sankhara Patya, Vijnana Patya, Nama Rupa, Vijnana. Vijnana is Chakra Vijnana, Sota Vijnana, Gana Vijnana, Eva Vijnana, Kaya Vijnana, Mano Vijnana. So, Mano Vijnana is the last. Mana, Vijnana, Chitta. These 3 are used synonymously. Mano iditi, Vijnana iditi. Chitta iditi, Ujjati is Anutta Nikaya. These 3 words are used synonymously. Like hitting on my head. And here, mana is, mind is the one that does everything. But it is the mind, their mind also is used for vijnana. Mano vijnana. Mind and vijnana. Out of these 3 words, 2 are used there. Mano iti, chitta iti, vijnana. Chitta, we use kaya vaja chittena, samadhi vaja, chitte, they are here, mind. So, because of that, mana, vijnana, vijnana patya nama. Sankhara patya vijnana, sankhara. There are all kinds of sankharas. Kaya sankhara, vacca sankhara, mano sankhara, punyana sankhara, punyana sankhara, ananya sankhara. So many sankharas. And they, because of that, sankhara patya vijnana. Sankhara is accumulated because of avidya, ignorance. Ignorance is for not knowing the Four Noble. When Buddha explained all these things one by one, whenever Susima, of course, in detail, Buddha asked all these questions one by one, I will summarize all of them. And Buddha asked Susima, seeing this you with the divine eye and so, but do you need divine eye for this? Do you develop divine eye with this? When you see the Patisopada like this, do you develop divine eye? And so forth. He said, no. So finally, Susim accepted this, that he made a mistake, that he came to steal the Dhamma, to steal monkhood, and asked the Buddha to forgive him. Then Buddha said, okay, since you have accepted your fault, you confessed, I accepted your confession. And therefore, that is, confessing is the way to make the progress. You made the confession, you made progress, and you can attain enlightenment. Eventually, Susima attained enlightenment without any supernatural powers. I think he didn't do that so loudly. So I hope we keep this in mind. Very easy to remember this code. Very easy. But we have to use it at the appropriate time, in brief or in detail, when people ask this question. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.